Welcome back to Two for a Dollar.
Welcome back, everybody.
My name is Tyler.
I'm Matt.
We got episode 8 coming at you. Man,
Yes,
we've
sir.
been doing this for a
Please
minute.
comment section, baby. Sub up and hit that noti bell for us. It would mean a whole lot. We truly appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
It's
sir.
only the beginning.
Yes, sir. If you're on the podcast websites, make sure you follow, subscribe, whichever. I don't know what I don't know what it is on the podcast website. Subscribe, follow, whatever. Do what you got to do. Just make
Show
sure
us
you
some
keep up
love.
with the podcast.
Show us some love.
Yeah, exactly. If you're on the podcast, leave us 5-star ratings too. We helps us boost up a little bit. We love it. Yeah. Today's August 14th. Man, this time's flying. The hell, I feel like we just started
Yes, sir.
August. It's already the
Great
4th.
already.
We already 2 weeks into August. I feel like we just started. That's what I'm saying. It's been 2 months since we started the pod. It's crazy. We got episode 8. Got a lot of basketball news. A lot of basketball news going on.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going down.
First and foremost, I want to start it off over the weekend. Well, I think it was on Saturday. We had the Hall of Fame inductees. Some of the notable ones, we got Dirk Nowitzki, Pau Gasol, Tony Parker, Greg Popovich, and obviously, I don't know if you're watching on the YouTube, you could obviously see, but got the man's D Wade in the house. They got the shirt on. Gotta rep the guy. We got
Shout out to D Wade.
for sure. Shout out to Flash, man. So inspirational. Also got Becky Hammond, the 1976 U.S. Women's Olympic team, Jim Valvano. So some big names was in the inductees this year.
Oh, his enshrinement speech. D Wade's enshrinement speech. It was actually, I really enjoyed it.
Man,
It was kind of lengthy, but I enjoyed every second of it.
I didn't mind it at all.
And the ending again, the AI shout out really got me in my feels, but the ending with his dad, that really took me too.
That was tough. That was really
You could
cool.
tell it was really special for him.
Man, I needed to hear that speech right now after suffering an injury over the weekend and screwing up my basketball a little bit. After hearing his speech and him talking about him going through 3 knee surgeries and everything, I mean, him talking about coming back stronger than ever. That was something I needed to hear right now. So, shout out to the man D Wade, man.
Sometimes setbacks are a part of life, but you just gotta push through and come back even stronger.
Hey, it's a minor setback for a major comeback.
Indeed.
But yeah, shout out to the man D Wade. He Nation, we here, baby. He Nation, we in the Hall of Fame.
Greg Popovich's speech was really funny too. He's always
that man funny.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, I saw the one when he said, "All right, this is one word to describe why I'm here," or whatever. And he said, "Duh," and then he went over and shook everybody's hand. And the dude came out. He was like, "Whoa, I'm not done."
Yeah, now that killed me.
Yeah, see, I like that about him. He old. I mean, he been doing this for a while.
You could tell his speech, like, he's so good at public speaking. Like,
oh yeah,
it's insane.
I mean, he been talking to these people forever now. Forever. It feels like forever. But yeah, I mean, it's glad to see him. It's glad to see him get his recognition though, and I took a little bit, but I mean, glad to see him getting his recognition. See what he does this season with his man Wemby coming in. Speaking of Wemby, you saw his haircut?
Yeah. Yeah, he got it like Sochan or whatever.
Sochan got that man on drugs now. What the hell is going on over there in San Antonio?
San Antonio going a little crazy.
He had it dyed it blonde. It had some crazy purple shit in it. I don't even know what was going on.
He's taking a dance with Molly.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's taking a dance.
Oh man! All right, so in some more NBA news that we got going, the Warriors been been in some talks with some peoples. There, I think it happened already a couple days ago, or it's been happening over the past 2 weeks now. Uh, the Warriors holding free agent workouts with some veterans. Uh, some of the notable names on the list: we got Dion Waiters, Tony Snell, Kent Bazemore, Juan Toscano Anderson, which I really like because he was over there and won the chip with them before. So bringing him back in, that'd be pretty cool. Harry Giles and Trey Burke. Now, from those couple of names, yeah, for sure. I don't know if there's gonna be any other. I'm sure there's gonna be more that they're gonna be working out with them and stuff. But from that little list right there, I think I would love to see Dion Waiters get a shot. Kent Bazemore, I think Curry's like pulling for him kinda, cause he be working out with Curry all the time. I be seeing him. I don't know if you spotted him. He's was in a couple of the videos when Curry was doing his camp and stuff. He was at the couple of the camps, working out with like the high school kids, guarding the high school kids. Yeah, I saw him in the videos. So yeah, him and Curry are real good friends and stuff. So I feel like Curry's over there pulling like, hey, Kent can still hoop. Like we try to give him a shot.
Yeah, for sure.
Harry Giles, I'm glad to see him getting a workout, getting a shot hopefully getting a shot somewhere. He was dealing with. I know he came in. He was a top pick coming out of Duke when he came in, but he dealt with so many injuries throughout his season, like his career. It's kind of screwed him. So he hasn't really played much, and even when he did play, he never really played a lot. So glad to see him getting an opportunity somewhere.
For sure.
The man Trey Burke, fucking hooper. Glad to see him coming back. Hopefully get an opportunity.
Shot maker, tough shot.
Yeah, but I mean, Warriors trying to bring in some more veteran guys. I feel like that's a good.
It's always good to have bets on your team for sure. Keep the morale high.
For sure. I mean, they got Draymond and all Steph and Clay and everything. So yeah, that's for sure. They also signed the G League's top rebounder to an Exhibit 10 training camp deal. He's a 7-foot center. He averaged 6.7 rebounds in just July of the summer league. And he's supposedly supposed to be coming into camp and be competing for a two-way spot. So I think obviously they're trying to bring in some size. I'm not sure who they have over there besides like Kevin Looney.
They need backup fives.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, and I didn't think they really had anybody else like big besides him.
6'9".
Yeah, and he's not even that big.
But he played.
Well, yeah, and then like the Draymond is the only other one. So yeah, I mean they need some size over there. But yeah, I mean, hopefully he gets an opportunity. Josh Hart signs a 4-year, $81 million contract extension with the Knicks. It's good for him. I feel like he fits over there. That's a good piece for them.
He was hooping for them.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like
Brunson worked really well.
Yeah, and they have that Villanova connection. I think they brought DiVincenzo over too. They all have that Villanova connection, so they all kind of know each other a little bit already. They have that relationship, so it's cool to bring those guys together and keep him around for another 4 years.
Chemistry, that could be a huge thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's a big part of these teams. Like, having a good team, you got to have the chemistry. Everybody's got to be able to work together, like have a good relationship. Because one piece isn't working. Yeah, one piece doesn't work, and everything could fall out. So.
Yeah, for sure. Gotta have that chemistry. A1.
Let's see what else we got here. Anthony Edwards was fined $50,000 for throwing a chair at a fan. Or sorry, he threw a chair after they lost against the Nuggets in the playoffs, and it hit two fans. He got fined $50,000 from the league, but criminal charges from that were dropped and everything. So, I mean, $50,000 for
Yeah,
him is
because yeah,
pocket
it was
change. I think
intentional.
he's
And I saw the clip. That was they barely. She obviously was trying to do it, but like, but yeah, the NBA had to do it.
yeah,
But that's just pennies to him.
yeah, that's for sure.
So it is at the end of the day.
Um, some other news I had saw the Raptors. The Toronto Raptors were presented with an offer from the Atlanta Hawks that centered around the Hawks getting Pascal Siakam. Toronto rejected the initial offer and they're seeking additional terms. So I'm not sure if they're still working on
Okay.
this or not. This was a couple of days ago. I don't know if they're still working on this or not and still trying to figure everything out and get some more pieces out of it. But I
That'd
mean,
be
to me,
interesting for Atlanta because
it
they
kind
run
of it
they
kind of
run
seems like
small
the
ball.
yeah, that's true. They do need.
No, what were
Pascal
you
would
saying?
fit over there. I feel it. To me, it seems like the Raptors are trying to rebuild. They're
Oh yeah,
they
I would
lost
think
Van
so
Vliet.
too.
Yeah,
They
like
got rid of Kyle Lowry a few years. That's
yeah
it.
they lost Van Vliet this year. He went to the Rockets because they couldn't pay him, and then now they're about like the people are trying to get Siakam. I feel like they're trying to rebuild. Excuse me,
Yeah,
which
quite
is
possible for sure. And Siakam does fit, like we said, he does fit in Atlanta because Atlanta runs a small ball system, and
he's a good pick and
Siakam
roll
is a
player
small ball
too.
five.
I feel like him and Trey would work real well
Mm-hmm.
because he can pop and he can
Yeah,
roll. He finished well at the rim. Like he can rebound.
but that makes me wonder: would they get rid of Clint Capella, or would they just have one of them come off the bench?
Um,
Probably Siakam. Or I
well,
guess maybe
not.
I don't know.
It says here the
Maybe
Raptors.
you'd have Siakam.
The initial offer they offered DeAndre Hunter and AJ Griffin and then future draft compensation. So to me, it doesn't seem like they're trying to get rid of Clint Capella in this too. So like they could put
Yeah, no,
Siakam at the four and have Clint Capella there too. Like that'd be lethal.
that
That'd
would
be a
definitely.
lethal little big man lineup right there. Um, yeah, I mean we'll see
No,
what
that'd be
happens.
interesting.
We'll see what happens with that. I mean,
Yeah, NBA will
I'm
start pretty
curious.
soon. So
Yeah, season's coming up soon. I'm curious to see what happens with that because if the Raptors get rid of Siakam, I feel like that's them saying is it like it's a rebuild time now.
yeah,
Like,
read it. Yeah, just try to get a good
and I mean if
top
the
like five draft.
yeah I feel like it's possible they could. I mean, I don't think they
Might do
really
a little
have.
bit of the tank,
That's
a little bit
I'm.
of
I
tanks.
don't think they have that many like. I don't think from my knowledge, they don't have a lot of guys over there that are gonna like take them to be like a playoff team or nothing. Like they're definitely missing the playoffs.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna be like, yeah, it's a lot of young guys. So they're talented, but yeah, they don't have enough to like make it to that point.
Yeah, so
Not making it to the
If they lose
playoffs.
Siakam, they're yeah, I could see them getting like a top 10 pick with having a bad record. They could easily do that. Getting the young guy next year, see what
And might be
happens.
one of them next year.
But yeah, I'm curious to see what happens with that because I feel
Antonio, Houston.
with having the Hawks in the East and them always being kind of there and like having a decent team, being like contenders with always being like around the play-in spot or getting that like 8 seed, 6 like with fighting with like the Heat and stuff like that. And I know they always end up going into battle. Like the Heat and the Hawks played the first round of the play-in this year. So like I'm curious to
Yeah.
see what would happen with that with them getting Siakam. Like that would change it a little bit. Like to me, the Hawks don't seem like that big of a that big of a deal. But if they get Siakam, like, I think that might change it a little bit for me. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no lie.
I'm kind of curious to see what happens with that. I hope they don't get him, but I mean, hey, if they do, bring on the challenge. I like it.
Yeah, that's interesting for sure.
Let's see what else we got. Um, just some quick. No, I just want to glance over this real quick. Some high school news. You see Cooper Flag reclassified. So
Yeah,
now it's
he
making
wants to
him.
draft for next.
Yeah, so now he'll be draft eligible in 2025. So yeah, it's gonna be.
Honestly, it's so big. It is a smart play in my opinion.
I mean, yeah,
Not
he's
only that,
already.
like that's the secondary thing. His game is where it needs to be at a pro level.
Oh,
That's what I
for
should have
sure.
started with.
Yeah, for sure.
He's got a strap. He's tall. He can block shots. He's athletic. Just needs to add a little bit of weight.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, he's already 100%. He could be,
Smart.
and he could be in the league right now and be competing with these guys. So yeah, I think it's a smart decision for him. I think they said,
It's so popular. Like it makes sense.
yeah, 100%. And I mean, they said it says he just narrowly made the cut age wise. So uh, it seemed like
Yeah, it was
some
probably a last day decision. Like
someone was
if
pulling
he
for him
wanted
on that
to.
side.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's a good decision for him. Give him, get him into college earlier. Get him out of college earlier. Like, with the way basketball is, you never know how injuries and stuff could be with like being young and the way how our bodies are nowadays.
Exact first thought.
So yeah, it's like, especially him being like a
And if you get injured,
lengthier.
like maybe it goes down, and then like you aren't as high as the draft pick is like the next like
Exactly.
2 or 3 years. So it's like
Exactly.
while you're popping, get your
Get there
bag.
as fast as you can. Yeah, exactly. That's mainly what it is. He sees now, like, I feel like this summer kind of showed him too. Like the way he performed this summer was mainly like, all right, like, yeah, I can do this. I'm ready to move up quicker than I thought, and I'm able to go compete now. And
Oh, for sure.
so yeah, definitely a good decision for him. Just wanted to glance over that real quick though. Um, what else we got? What else we got? Oh, my man. You see what Paul George said? Where is it at?
I might have. What do you say?
Um, I don't know. I think it was on his Twitch stream. I think he was streaming on Twitch. I don't know if he was on somebody's streaming or his it was his stream or not. I'm not sure if he's streaming now or whatnot. He
Uh,
said mark my words, I'm on my bully shit next season.
that's some. That's some. I like that.
I love it.
I want to see it crazy.
Well, yeah, that's what I want. I want.
He was always a really tall ball handler with like tough shot making capability. Like that's
I
tough.
just want him I want to see him
Love
healthy. When he's healthy, he's a hooper, and when he's mentally there,
for
he's
sure.
straight. Like obviously when he was
Him
in
and the
like
claw.
obviously when he was in the bubble and whatnot, he was shit. But like what
Oh yeah,
that
he
was
just came back
there was a
rusty.
lot going on then. So like it was expected a little bit.
Yeah.
Now it's been a couple years since then.
World.
I mean, people you can still call him playoff P and whatnot, but I mean, he's a hooper in my eyes. So I'm excited to see what he does this
I feel like that
season.
team could definitely prove themselves.
Yeah, and I mean that
Especially like
Clippers team this year is ridiculous. Like if they really come
yeah,
back healthy and like together,
on
they're
paper every year if they're healthy, they could
yeah
do some.
yeah if they're if they're healthy, they're a contender every year. That's the thing. It's just them staying healthy is never a thing that happens, which sucks. But it's always it's always one of them that gets hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we can only hope this season they stay healthy and they contend, they could put up a fight in the West. Because I mean, this is one of the teams that like the Clippers are one of those teams that they could easily go out there and bust some ass in the West. Like be a sleep. They're a big sleeper team in the West. They've been hurt for so they've been hurt and out of it for so long. It's
Yeah, Russ was performing without PG or Kawhi. Like he almost. I mean, he didn't almost beat the Suns, but he did damn good without his star players. So it's like if he gets his star players, then
yeah,
it might be wraps.
yeah, that's for sure. So yeah, I mean, if they come out healthy, they could.
Did you see Scoot's quote?
No, I didn't.
He said, "I will win Rookie of the Year." I like that confidence out of the youngin.
I like the confidence, but I don't think it's happening.
I mean, it's gonna be tough. There are a lot of really solid rookies, so let's see what happens. But I like that out of him. He's coming to kill off the roof.
And I also think it's gonna be a problem with him too, being on the fucking Trailblazers, because once they lose Dame, they're just gonna be fucked.
He's gonna have all the scoring opportunities, but we'll see what happens, and we'll see if his jump shot translates to the NBA, because sometimes that doesn't happen right away with guards. But we'll see what happens. I mean, he's a pretty solid shooter, and he's athletic, so he'll be getting to the rim mostly.
Yeah, he's definitely a solid player. I like his game a lot. The way that Chet looks right now, I don't see anybody competing against Rookie of the Year against Chet.
I agree. Chet is definitely he's looking different. And I speaking of that, you saw him and KD going at each other in the fives.
I saw the video. I didn't watch it, but I was gonna watch it.
Yeah, that was a good vid. I mean, KD and Chet, to be honest, they were just going at each other pretty much the whole video. But Chet's jump shot is looking like really solid. I mean, obviously we've seen the highlights, but going against like a really tall player, like an NBA player, and like KD, going against his defense, and he's still shooting over him.
Yeah,
he might be looking kind of scary.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited with
this he might be Rookie of the Year.
Well, yeah, I mean, the way he looks the way he's looked this offseason, he's been busting ass. The way he's looked like in the select team against the USA team, he's been killing. And I mean, he's had an entire season off, like he was hurt the entire year, but he was still around that Thunder organization. So I mean, that Thunder organization turned some things around this year, and they look real good. So I feel like him being around them, he picked up a lot. Coming into this offseason, he learned a lot. Last season, he's coming into this offseason stronger and ready, more ready than he was last season. And I feel like that team's going to be fucking scary. It's going to be...
They're going to be nice for sure this year. They got a lot of pieces and a lot of young guys. They can floor. Their defense is going to be kind of crazy. A lot of rim protectors.
Yeah, and that's the one thing with them too is they're lengthy as hell. As good as they are as normal basketball play, they're lengthy as hell.
Yeah, for sure. All of them as well. They're all 1 through 5. They're shortest guy. I can't even think of the shortest guy. I mean, Shai is 6'6".
I think it's Lou Dort.
I think 6'5". Yeah, Lou Dort's 6'4". So it's yeah.
Yeah,
that team is definitely gonna be scary. A lot of defense, a lot of rim protection, and possibly a lot of shot creation.
Like we said before, I think it was on the last pod, maybe 2 podcasts ago. The West is gonna be fucking scary this year, and there's gonna be a lot of good teams in the West.
Yeah,
it's gonna be nuts. Let's see where we at right now. Yeah, let's get into let's talk about these 2K ratings.
start with.
I know you got some of the other like smaller players
Yeah,
or whatnot. I have just mostly the top players here. The top rated player, Jokic, obvious. I mean,
I'm
I,
surprised it's not a 99. To
I
be honest, I can't believe there aren't a few
he too fat to
99s.
be a
But I
99.
get what.
I told you that before. He too fat and he too slow to be a 99. The 98, I'll give it to him. I'm fine with that. The way he performs, yeah, for sure.
I like the way I see like sports games is there should be multiple nines. Like I don't know. It's like
That is
I get the rating system now, but
that is true. I just don't. I
I feel
honestly,
like
I don't feel like a lot of players perform to be 99s this year. So I mean, they. I
shit.
I feel
In the
like these
regular
ratings.
season though, people were going crazy.
Oh yeah, no, that's for
Like
sure.
I like.
I feel like a lot of guys
Yeah,
didn't end up showing up when they needed to though.
yeah, I feel like a few people got shorted though, like in some ways,
Well, yeah, I mean Jimmy
like
should have
Jamal
been like a
Murray.
98. That's fucked.
Yeah, what was he? He was 95, right?
Yeah, fucked. Should have been at least a 96, 97. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I would say at
90.
least like 96 or 97 for
Him and
sure.
Tatum are both
But then you have
95s.
another one. You have another one. Jaylen Brown is an 89,
Well, I mean,
but
yeah, he can't
Jamal
dribble
Murray
the
is an
ball.
88.
I feel like they did
No,
that
I'm
just
saying that
because.
like how is that happening?
Well, yeah, I
Jamal
mean,
Murray
that's just
is the one
because.
they want. Jamal Murray is a better player than Jaylen Brown.
Oh,
I
well,
hate
yeah,
to
for
admit
sure.
it, but
That's for sure. And I mean, yeah, he performed this season. I feel like that was just because he was hurt the year before and everything. So it
man
was
was
like,
hooping. His numbers in the playoffs were crazy.
yeah, I feel like it was just because he was hurt the season before and shit. So he's still coming back or whatever. So they're like, we don't really
Yeah,
know, whatever.
maybe
But I mean,
that
Jalen
seems
Brown being,
disrespectful.
Jalen Brown being 89 is.
And speaking of another slight, De'Aaron Fox only an 88 to me. That's why De'Aaron Fox is a real hooper. He should at least be a 92. Like
Yeah, I mean,
he basically brought
I
his
see a
to the
90.
playoffs.
I'd say a 90. I could see it.
For sure. Just 88. I don't know. They made Wimby 84 off the rip. Like I don't know.
That's just
Seems
mainly
like the
because of
ratings
his
are
height.
just like
That's because of his height and his
they
hype.
gas are-
That's his height and his hype. That's
Jordan
all
Poole
it
is
was.
Jordan Poole is a proven like he should be like at least a 88 or 87 or something. Jordan Poole only being at 84 is wild. He's
I
already
feel like
proven like he could shoot that thing and his handle
that's
is
true.
solid.
That's true. I just feel like he doesn't have the defensive game yet, and I feel like now him being on the Wizards is they kind of slighted him a little bit.
I
Just
get you. I just feel like they kind of slight some players, and
yeah, that's how 2K is always
it's just
is.
so they should give the like their ceiling, not the fucking. You know what I'm saying?
They do it on
Like
purpose because it gets the players pissed, and then it makes the
yeah,
players talk about it, and then it makes everybody else talk about it, so they get more publicity and all that shit. And then everybody talks about 2K this, 2K that, and they're just like, see, everybody's talking about us. Yeah, 2K, man, 2K been doing this shit for years. 2K stay fucking around with these damn ratings.
There's always one player who is either 99 or 98.
They always fuck around with the game. They fuck around with the ratings. 2K still don't know what they doing. They've been doing this for I don't know how long, and they still can't figure it the fuck out. So I mean, yeah, we can only hope with that game. But yeah,
I'm not too mad at the ratings though, but I do wish that they should make a lot of these.
They need to
star
do what
players.
they need to do what Madden. They need to do what Madden did with their ratings and make like a former player come do it. Because they had Chad Johnson, who was a former NFL player. He was like, "Yo, y'all don't know what the hell you're doing with these ratings. Let me do it. I know how to actually like rate players and see who's actually good and whatnot." So now they were like, "All right, bet." So now he goes to like games. He's got a jacket that says Madden rating or Madden. I forget what his jacket says. But like you know he coming around. You see his jacket, you know he's like, oh damn, like they about to check my game. Like I got to perform today. If I want my overall to be higher. So you had that guy come into NBA games. You see the jacket sitting on the sideline. You see the jacket, you be like, oh, I'm going for 40 tonight, and then next thing you know, like your overall get bumped up a little bit. We need one of those. Let me sign me up. Where I sign up?
To me, it seem like they slight players for no reason, especially like.
Oh, they do it all the time.
For sure.
Well, I feel like they do it all the time too, because a lot of the players talk shit about the game. But I mean, this is what do you want them to do? Like, the game is shit, so everybody's gonna talk shit about the game. Like, you make a shit game, people gonna talk shit about it. So what do you want us to do?
There goes our sponsorship.
Come on, man. 2K not even making shit. Come on. We'll see. Hey, I'll give him a chance this year. I'll give him a chance this year. It's 2K24. It's the Kobe 2K. We could only hope that it's obviously like we can hope that the Kobe 2K is gonna be a good 2K. So we'll see this year. But I ain't getting my hopes up.
23.
I ain't getting my hopes up.
Like that everyone was job for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, that's the thing with 2K is every year it's like there's always one stupid thing that happens, and then it's like everybody just does that same stupid thing, and then it's like, all right, this game is just dumb because everybody does the same thing.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So I mean, like, hopefully, maybe they figure it out. Like, we could get like a basketball game that like there's a couple different play styles, and like it goes back to like how 2K16, 17, like all the older 2K was, when like you had big men that was doing shit, but then you could have like the ball handlers, and then you had the shooters, and then you had the lockdowns, but it was like you couldn't do every damn thing. You weren't like you couldn't just do everything. All right, I gotta stop talking about 2K. We gotta get off of this topic. Fucking ridiculous ass game.
Get me here.
For real. Let's see. Let's talk some FIBA basketball since we got the FIBA coming up. Oh, real quick. Since we're talking about 2K, we're talking about the ratings. I forgot I had this in my notes. I just peeped it. Evan Turner, you are a stupid motherfucker. I don't know how to get this to him. I don't know how anybody's going to... Someone needs to tell Evan Turner, you are a stupid motherfucker. This man said that Jimmy Butler doesn't deserve to be a 95, which is blasphemy. And then he also said that Jimmy Butler and Chris Middleton are comparable players. Meaning that
he's kind of saying, but they're different in a lot of.
He's saying that he said that you could debate it. Like, he said it was able to be put up for debate. Like, Jimmy Butler, like if Jimmy Butler and Chris Middleton are like the same thing. Like, there's no like the Bucks aren't whatever without Chris Middleton. Like, shut up.
Definitely not right. It's like they're both different, way different. Like, Jimmy's a way more of a two-way player. Chris Middleton's more
that, and like Jimmy's a leader. Chris Middleton's just like he's not like a role player, but like he's like a support.
He kind of really is.
He's like a support player. He like knocks down his shots when he needs to. He plays some defense here and there, and then like that's all you expect from him. Like, he's not.
Chris Middleton is definitely a midi assassin, but like.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He's a decent player, but like. You're telling me you can compare it to Jimmy? You're telling me you can compare that man to Jimmy Butler? Are you fucking kidding me?
Jimmy defensively is wild. He really puts the straps on folks.
That, and then he sets up the team so well, puts his players in like the positions that they need to score. If he needs to get the bucket, he's going to get a bucket. No one, like, you're not stopping him from getting the bucket. And if you do, he's getting fouled, going to the line.
I mean, he didn't deserve a 95. Crazy, because he deserved higher than a 95.
Bro, that man just took the Heat to the finals. I don't know. Did you not see what he did against the Bucks? Yeah, like, what the hell?
lot of teams that they weren't supposed to. Like,
Bro, they beat
like on paper, I'm saying
they
it's
beat the
supposed to.
Bucks 4-1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they're like no one had them getting there. So gotta give this man his flowers, man.
Yeah, I had to get that out of me though. Evan Turner, you're a fucking idiot. I don't know what drugs you're on, but I fucking need them because damn, them shit sound good.
I'm dead.
But yeah, let's talk some FIBA stuff. Real quick with the what was it, the Greece team? Yeah, it's the Greece team. Giannis isn't playing. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, the medical staff did. He isn't cleared. It's sad to hear. I know he always loves to play for his country and whatnot. He loves his country, so it's tough that here he's not gonna be able to play for them.
sure.
And you know, I mean,
Nah, but that makes me think he's coming in the regular season like as like crazy in
yeah,
shape as he could possibly
ridiculous.
be.
Yeah, because now he's gonna have all this time to like recover from his injury and whatnot, and
Saying
like,
that for honest,
yeah,
wild. Motherfucker's the Greek freak.
yeah, Giannis is gonna be. He's gonna be coming this year, like for blood, for real. He's
Might be
pissed
getting
about last year.
we'll see what happens.
He's pissed about last year.
Well,
I
I
know that
imagine.
I know that for sure.
Yeah, I would think so.
Some more FIBA stuff. We had to said on the last pod of the USA game. The USA team had some exhibition games past couple days. Um, the day we recorded, they played Puerto Rico. They handled them nicely, 117-74.
Indeed.
Some of the, I mean,
Slovenia was crazy.
Slovenia, yeah, they
They beat Slovenia.
beat them by 30,
They didn't have
92-62. Yeah, Luka didn't play. I'm not sure. I didn't know. I didn't hear why he didn't play, but he
I
ducking the
remember the one
USA.
game he
That's
said.
why.
I think it's to something with his shoulder. I'm
Nah, yeah,
not
I
positive.
saw he
So
got hurt the one game, but I thought he was gonna be back. He just ducking the USA. That's all it is. It's whatever. It's fine. And then last night, the USA team played Spain. That was one hell of a game. Spain's got a team, man. They put up a fight. USA they won that game, but they won by 10. It was 98-88. I'm pretty sure Spain was like up by 2 going into half, maybe. Or no, it might have been the opposite.
It's really hard. Like their pick and roll game is really nice. They generate a lot of open shots with that, or open looks in general. A wide open dunk or like a post look.
Yeah, I mean Spain's got some players, man, and there was a couple of guys on the team. I mean, they got the what's the Hernan Gomez brothers. They had Ricky Rubio. He's not playing though. Really? There was a couple other guys There's a couple guys that are pro guys that I've never really heard of, but they were out there hooping.
So it translated. They like I don't know. They were hooping for sure.
Yeah, but I'm glad to see USA pulled that out. It's nice for the USA team, especially like this newer team that we have with the more of the younger guys that don't really have the national team experience. It was nice to have them before the World Cup starts get a kind of tough battle like that and be able to fight through it and be able to kind of see how it is to be down in like a FIBA game type stuff, how they're gonna deal with that type of adversity and whatnot. So it was nice that they battled back and fought through that. Sure. I know Jalen Brunson was out there hooping last night. He been hooping this whole time. A lot of the guys have been hooping. Anthony Edwards been hooping. Jalen Brunson's been hooping. Austin Reeves has been hooping. So I mean, it's nice to see these young guys. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's nice to see these young guys come out here and get their shot, and they're taking advantage of it. Oh yeah, he been hooping. I've been seeing him hooping. Jaren Jackson's been shooting some. I've been seeing him hitting a lot of threes too, so he's extending his range a little bit. I like that. That'll be nice for the Grizzlies to have with having a big man to be able to shoot a little bit.
His strap has been kind of certified. He's kind of nice with the 3-ball.
Yeah, you could tell he's definitely been working on it for sure.
His shot market, so he's
well, yeah, he defensive player of the year candidate. I think he win it. I think he won it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won it.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think he won it. I think Brook Lopez was second. I forget who the other one was, but yeah. They got two more.
Jaren Jackson though, he's really good at leading shots.
Yeah,
Oh, what
for
you saying?
sure. They got two more exhibition games before the World Cup actually starts. They got Greece on August 18th, as we just said. Obviously, Giannis won't be playing there in that. He won't be playing at all in the World Cup, sadly. That would have been nice to have him there, but I'm not sure if his brothers are playing on the team or not.
I would think so.
Yeah, I would assume so. But yeah, they play them the 18th, and then they play Germany on the 20th, and then World Cup group play starts on the 26th. So it's coming up quick, but hopefully, USA can go out there and pull out the gold. We need that gold to come back to the US. We need it. Let's see what else we got. The NBA schedule. Some of the games were announced. I know they announced opening night, the Christmas Day games, and then some notable games. I didn't put down any of the notable games just because it was like LeBron and KD play and like stuff like that. So it was like whatever games. But opening night, October 24th. So you guys heard it here first. First game of the season, October 24th. Everybody be ready. Put it on your calendar. Set your alarm now. Tell your wife, your girlfriend, your mom, your dad, aunts, uncles, everybody. October 24th, I'm busy. I can't do nothing that day. I'm going to be drunk with the boys watching basketball. First two games of the season.
Matchups I'm like.
Yeah, it's Lakers Nuggets, Suns Warriors. I think that's a great way to start the season.
Yep, for sure. It'll definitely be fun to watch those.
And I mean, you're telling me you're giving me KD versus Warriors first game of the season. Like, sure.
And not only that, they got swept the Lake Show.
So well, yeah, and then they got their ass whooped against the Nuggets. Like, come on, they're coming back for blood, and it's in Denver. So they're gonna be sitting there watching the ring ceremony, the banner ceremony, all of that. Oh, Bron's about. I wouldn't be surprised if Bron puts up a 40-point triple-double first night.
Words, put it on DraftKings.
Hey, I'm not gonna hold you. We might put down a parlay. Hey, we put in a parlay. Hey, Mark, we parlay that. We making a parlay for that.
Write it down for me.
Cause I already got my man. I got AD going off that game. I got Bron going off that game. Like Austin Reeves. Hey, Austin Reeves. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm low key got him going for 20 first game of the season. Like Austin Reeves coming out this season. Like yeah, I'm here. Y'all thought I was just a white boy, but I'm a hooper. Man's got his own shoe now.
The day after versus the Mavs, a little Wemby debut, and then versus Luka and Kyrie.
That'll be cool.
Pretty fun to watch too.
Wouldn't be surprised if him and Luka get into it a little bit because Luka got a big mouth. I love it though. So yeah, hopefully.
And Texas, they're foreign players, so this is gonna be a big game. It's probably gonna be a packed out stadium easily.
Yeah, low-key, I think they did that on purpose too, because it's two Texas teams. They did that on purpose. It's two Texas teams. They want that. Oh yeah, they wanted that money for them they wanted them ticket sales.
That's full stadium. They probably haven't sold out.
It's sold out right now.
Steph Curry.
It's sold out already.
That one. There you go.
I bet you it is.
That alien.
I bet you that shit is. I'm about to look. I don't know if tickets are actually on sale yet. I wouldn't be surprised if it is though.
No, I wouldn't.
But yeah,
man.
And then the Christmas Day games.
This is the alien.
Christmas Day games, we got the Bucks Knicks. That one I'm just not. I'm whatever about. I don't really care. That's just like I think that's gonna be the. I think that'll be the first one. So that's just like warm up.
I would like Christmas Day games at New York for some reason.
Well, yeah, they always do that on purpose. They always give the Knicks that Christmas Day game just because it's in Madison Square Garden. Like that's that Christmas feel there is.
Next East Coast one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm sure you like that one.
The Bucks Knicks as a warm up game, and then we got Heat Sixers. So excited for that game because first of all,
76ers at Heat.
this is
It's
this
gonna
is
be at
yeah, it's in Miami too. So yeah,
yeah.
we're gonna get into all that other shit that's going on. I know everybody's probably been wondering why the hell we ain't talking about it yet. We'll get into that then. But yeah, with the Sixers, they got a lot of shit going on, so we'll see what goes on there. But yeah, obviously, I don't like the Sixers. So the Heat playing the Sixers on Christmas, I get to watch my team bust on their ass. It's gonna be great. And then I know this is a basketball podcast, but I'm also an Eagles fan. I know everybody's gonna be like, "What the fuck? You don't like the Sixers? You're a Heat fan? You're a Sixers Eagles fan? Fuck you. I like who I like. I don't want to hear it." Anyway, the Eagles play the
Talk yourself.
Giants. The Eagles play the Giants on Christmas. So you're telling me I get to watch two of my favorite teams whoop on two of the teams I hate the most on Christmas Day? I don't even need Christmas presents, man. That's all the Christmas presents I need. That's all the
They look pretty.
That's all the Christmas presents I need. I'm gonna be wearing a Heat jersey. I'm gonna have my Eagles jersey on over it. It's gonna be a great time. But yeah, we got that one's gonna be good.
Christmas.
That one's gonna be good. I know. Hopefully, Sixers get all their shit deal with and handled, so they have a team to be able to come play. But we'll see what happens with that. Then you got the Lakers Celtics after that. That's classic Lakers Celtics matchup. I mean, can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
On Christmas Day too, that's gonna be nice.
It should be kind of fun to watch in LA because you already know the crowd gets really into it whenever
Oh, for sure.
it's like a
And all the celebs
rival,
gonna
like
be out
someone's
there on Christmas
Celtics,
Day.
so-
Christmas Day in LA. Oh, all the celebs gonna be out. Take the kids out for. You want to go see LeBron play on Christmas? Like, oh, all the kids gonna be out there. Oh, it's gonna be a nice time.
It'll be a fun
Mav.
game.
Then we got Mavs Suns. Oh, these
Luka versus Book.
they're just trying to give us all these
And
Christmas
they're-
presents. I love it.
They're in Phoenix too, so you already know there's gonna be some whistles.
Oh, everybody's
like,
gonna be sitting there
on the
yelling at
map.
Luca, all of that. Luca's. First of all, I got it on my thing here. We talked about Fiba stuff already, and I know he got hurt and he's been sitting out. But hey, skinny Luca looks ridiculous. This man's putting up crazy numbers in FIBA.
He's gonna be like a real point guard.
The way he's
this
coming
fucking
into this season,
upcoming-
oh man, bro, the Phoenix fans gonna be sitting there chirping him, bro. I know Christmas Day he about to be trying to go for a 40-point triple double, 50-point triple. He going for some astronomical numbers. I already know it. And then the final game to close it out was Warriors Nuggets. I mean, they're just giving us all these good matchups. I love it. Like what a Christmas Day matchup. That's gonna be a great one. I love it because
that'd be interesting.
Draymond,
a good road.
Draymond and Jokic are gonna be battling down there.
Yeah, they're
Curry gonna be shooting the hell out the ball. Murray's gonna be chasing him around the damn court. I'm gonna be love watching that.
gonna be stroking that motherfucker, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be. I'm excited. I can't wait for Christmas. Christmas is gonna be fun. Hey, Christmas, it's your birthday too. It's gonna be.
Christmas.
Shit.
It's gonna be good days.
Yeah, Christmas, your birthday. We might have to do some shit, get drunk, watch basketball games on Christmas. Oh my god, what a day!
Talk to me nicely.
Yeah, but those are some of the notable things, games that they got out for us so far. I don't know when they release like the full schedule. I'd be curious to see that, just to see like what the first half of the season is gonna look like and everything before All-Star break, and then like kind of how that season's gonna end. See like kind of be able to see base it out and see like who's gonna be where, like stuff like that. Kind of see like the matchups because I'm curious to see some of these teams' schedules this year. Like you never know, some team can get like a real easy schedule in the beginning of the year and then win a whole bunch of games and coast the rest of the way and be able to make the playoffs like easy. and then they could come out and also have a tough ass schedule and just not be able to win shit. So, yeah, I'm excited to see the schedule coming out. Let's see here. Real quick before we get in, where are we at? We'll talk about this stuff real quick before we get into this James Harden shit. I think we'll close the podcast out with the James Harden shit.
Yeah, before we get into the main event.
Two quick things in summer basketball type of things. Jonathan Kuminga, Warriors player. You saw he scored 60 in the crossover.
I didn't see that. No, that's tough.
Yeah, the man had 60 in the crossover.
And
I mean, again,
easily too. That's
nice. It just shows you again, these fucking NBA players go up against these fucking regular guys, and it's just not a competition at all. And then also, Kyrie Irving put on a more than a run game. He put up 42 and 8 assists in that game. And that man, I was watching some of the highlights from that shit. That man looked ridiculous. Kyrie was out there balling. He also caught a lot. He caught a one-handed lob and slammed that shit. And I was like, when was Kyrie doing that? Like, so yeah, I'm a little like, Kyrie's coming.
He's looking prime Kai.
Dude, the way that all these players look this offseason, this season's gonna be nuts. If everybody comes in playing the way that they are now, like, it's gonna be a good ass season.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, and then real quick, Taco Fall signs a deal he's returning back to go play in China. So good for him. See him still playing ball. Sad to see he's not in the NBA though. Sure. I love him in the NBA. Love all the fans chant, "We want Taco."
A lot people,
oh yeah, for sure.
Love him.
He's like a black Yao Ming over there.
China, they love basketball. Like, they love a lot of American sports. They love baseball too.
Well, yeah, Stephon Marbury went over there and. Dude, Stephon Marbury went over there and changed the world.
Like how Dwight Howard for like Taiwan.
Oh yeah, for Taiwan. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's Black Yao Ming. That's literally what that's exactly what they're all looking at him as. It's Black Yao Ming. Man's 7'6" and he's just black. it's Yao Ming, just dark. They love it. They love him. I need to see him in commercials and shit. I need to see him doing shit like Dwight does with all the commercios with the girls and shit.
I wonder if he learned Mandarin or anything.
Oh no, I need to see videos of him doing some shit like that. I bet you he look fucking hilarious too. And then real quick before we get into Harden stuff, we got two things from WNBA. Asia Wilson, a couple nights ago, scored 40 and 12. She became the 8th player in WNBA history to have 40 and 10. And then she also became the first WNBA player ever to score 40 points without a single three. So it just showed, like, this girl is just out there bodying people. Like,
oh yeah, no, she's big body for sure. She getting the hard plays. And I saw the interview after she sit next to Kelsey Plum, and she was like, "Who needs a three?"
Right? Yeah.
That shit had me. Kelsey was just looking at her crazy. She was like, "That's my whole game."
I was watching their game last night. Man, damn, the Aces look crazy, bro. I was watching them play. They were getting busted. They weren't getting busted last night. They were playing the Dream last night, I think, and they were like the Dream. They're 15-15, but they were putting up a fight like the whole game. They were down by 2, up by 5. Like, they were in it the whole time. And then all of a sudden, I look back, and the next thing you know, the Aces are up by 20, and I'm just like, what the hell happened? Like, when they have good ball. When they want to turn it on, man, they could turn it on.
Wilson she's a bucket.
Yeah, and then you talk about another bucket.
She can play defense pretty good.
Yeah, you want to talk about another bucket? Brianna Stewart. She scored 42.
Stewie.
Yeah, Stewie scores 42 the other night. She becomes the first WNBA player in history to have 3 40-point games in a season. So I mean, you just want to talk about a bucket, like she's. Yeah, and I loved it. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden, like I don't remember. I remember watching seeing some WNBA stuff and whatnot, but I don't remember these girls being as good, bro. Like I
Oh no,
don't.
I feel like there's definitely there's like an uprising in like female sports right now, and like all these girls are like getting so good at
Like it's
all these
crazy
sports
seeing all these Sabrina Ionescu, uh, like Kelsey Plum, seeing her play, Brianna Store, Asia Wilson, Caitlin Clark from Iowa. She's been cooking. Haley Van Lith, I think she just went to She just transferred to LSU. She was at Louisville. She's fuck. You want to talk about a hooper, man? Go watch Haley Van Lith. Go watch Haley Van Lith. I when you got some when you got some time, go watch Haley Van Lith, man. That girl is ridiculous. I ain't never seen nothing like it. She be busting on dudes too. Like, pause. But yeah, she
nice
a
for real.
hooper.
There's so many that are just
I
got the
love
whole
it.
game, you know.
I love it though. That it shows the game's just evolving every day. And it's just getting better and better.
Every day.
All right. Now, let's get into
the main event.
Yeah, we got some big news to talk about. This man, James Harden. What's up with him? All right.
He tripping, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. When I woke up this morning, that man was tripping.
I saw that and I was like, no.
Bro, when I woke
for 3 minutes.
Bro, that was the first thing I saw when I woke up. I saw the video and I was just listening to it and I was like, yo, he said this?
That quote was crazy. I read the quote and I was like, he didn't say this, and then I just hear him say, I will not play for Daryl Morey. He is a liar.
So,
like, oh my.
All right, so he opted into his contract. Supposedly, what the deal was is originally everything was fine, whatever. Then he didn't want to be there anymore. They originally agreed on if he opted into his contract, they would trade him to where he wanted to go. Okay, fine. He opted into his contract, expecting to get traded. Now, the Sixers came out and said they're no longer in trade talks with anybody and have no plans of trading him. Oh, okay. Well, you just fucked them there. And then James Harden comes out and says like he's not like there. He no longer wants to play for Philly and has no plans of taking part in training camp at all. And
he just wants this match. He took that $12 million cut last year and all.
Like, he took a pay cut last year and for shit, and then they didn't do nothing this year. So then after all this stuff goes down a couple of days, he comes out today it was like an Adidas event in I think it was like in China. I know a bunch of the players. There's a bunch of events. Yeah, there's a bunch of events that go on in China with like the shoe companies and stuff. I know Lin Ning had one not too long ago. Klay Thompson was talking about it on Paul George's podcast. Adidas has one, Nike has one, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, he was there for that, and then you just see him standing there on the court. I don't even know what happened. I didn't hear any like question or nothing, but you hear him say that Daryl Morey is a liar and I'll never play in his organization again or for an organization run by him again. And then he says it again. And you're just like, damn, like what the hell? Like he really means this shit. So all this stuff comes out. The tweet so it says that he took the pay cut and he was expecting when they took the pay cut, they had like told him they were going to give him the max of like the next year, like when he had the negotiations, and then they backed out of that. So there's like that's part one of him being called a liar there. And then he says you sign with us and we'll trade you where you want, and then he backs out of that. So there's a whole nother that's another part. So I mean, yeah, him getting called a liar, I completely understand it. There's been two instances, and this isn't this is big money we're talking about. Like this isn't just like, oh yeah, I'll do like you a little favor or whatever,
Oh,
and then like
no, for
whatever.
sure.
Like this is like big
Daryl Morey said
business.
that he would do that, and he's not doing it now. It's like it's pretty scummy at the end of the day.
Exactly,
Like
because
you gotta hold your word.
it makes you look like a dick. It makes players around you in your organization wonder what the hell's going on. It makes other players that want to
Yeah,
eventually come to your organization think, oh, well, can I even trust this guy? Can I trust this organization? And it just brings all kinds of
exactly.
bad energy to your team, which you don't need, especially with the
Yeah, and
Sixers right
like
now.
at a
They
certain
don't
point,
need that.
and then you just don't believe anything he says. Like it's
Yeah,
like he'll tell you
exactly.
one thing, and then all of a sudden you're like, do I believe it? Like
Exactly. You can't believe anything he
so.
says because he's constantly doing everything he says. He's just backing out of. And then the one thing I liked, I think, the one thing I find, people hate this a lot about Kyrie too, but I like it now that he's being more vocal and he's coming out and speaking out his mind. Like he doesn't care anymore about what anybody's got to think. If he's got something to say, he's gonna say it and whatever. So they said Adrian Wojnarowski tweeted saying that disgruntled Harden calls 76ers president Daryl Morey a liar. And then Kyrie says, "Is he
Yeah,
disgruntled?" He says, "Is he disgruntled, or is he just holding Daryl Morey accountable for his dishonesty and lack of transparency throughout the contract negotiation process?" Which
yeah, I saw that.
is come 100%
He
correct. When
spoken
it's
yeah,
100%
spoken
correct.
as truly as
He's holding
possibly
him
can be.
accountable. Exactly. He's holding him accountable to
Spoken
being
as truly as
what he
can
told him. He told him he would do this shit, and then now all of a sudden it's just like, nah, fuck you. I don't want to trade you anymore. Ah, fuck you. I don't want to pay you this money. Like, but then we know what James Harden's capable of, so you wonder he comes in
At
training.
the end of the day, Daryl Morey made a bad mistake. Like
Yeah,
he should have took like whatever like team or whatever player like single player that any team should like offered or whatever.
for sure. And I mean,
But
in the beginning of it all, he screwed up saying like, "Oh, we want a star player for him." Like, you're not gonna get some huge player for James Harden right now in the time he's in his career. I know he's still a good player and all, but like, he's old.
especially
He didn't
after all his
perform real well
and
last
stuff,
year.
like
Yeah, and all his antics he's been
yeah,
putting up like last season with he was with the Rockets, all the stuff he was doing. Like, there's a lot of teams that really don't want him. You're not gonna get. I mean, yes, there's teams that'll take him, but you're not gonna get some big star player for him. So you screwed
yeah,
up there in the beginning of
like
that. So yeah, this
not
Daryl
gonna
Morey
get it.
he
James
don't know what
Harden's
he's doing.
I don't think he'll get the contract that he really wants at the end of the day. Like he's about to be 34, so it's like sad as it may be the Beard's career. Like he in the regular season, he's a great player, but and then it's usually it
But yeah,
always
he
goes the
never
same
proves it in the
same
playoffs.
story.
Never proves in the
Yeah, in the
playoffs.
playoffs, he always gets bounced.
Um, some other thing that came out.
From fatigue.
Yeah, but some other thing that came out before we were started recording. Says the 76ers can block James Harden from signing with any professional team if he doesn't join the Sixers by November 2nd. Now, I don't know why they put
Yeah,
professional team
yeah, I
because
saw that.
I don't know if that means like he legitimately can't, like he couldn't even like go overseas or anything like that. Like he can't play professional basketball at all if he doesn't go to training camp. So I don't know if that's
Yeah,
how
I'm
that
pretty sure
works
he's just not.
or if it
Yeah, I think
means.
they like hold his contract.
So yeah, I mean that's I don't know if
But yeah,
he's gonna
that is interesting.
I don't know if he's gonna show up.
I mean,
But
at this
like then
point,
again, we know what he did last
he's
time.
risking his money. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's almost kind of seems like James Harden was just kind of trying to call Daryl Morey's bluff or whatever, and Daryl Morey kind of doubled down. I don't know if you saw Daryl Morey's quote or whatever. He's like unshaken or whatever, or like whatever. I think that's what he said. But Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of a bluff by Harden. Like at the end of the day, he's gonna take whatever money is given to him, but he's still gonna like ask for a trade. Like he'll put on the fat suit or whatever. Stop playing as hard as he can.
Yeah, I mean, we all know what he's done
Like we already
before when
saw
he
it.
wanted out. He's done this
We saw
multiple
what he did in
times.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's done this multiple
Yeah,
times.
so
He's wanted out. Like we know he'll
he'll
do some dumb shit to try to get out of it. So I don't know. We'll
he'll take
see.
what money is given to him now, but yeah, he wants that trade at the end of the day.
And I mean, does he just sit
Or
out the
just to get
season?
out of
Like,
there.
does he really just?
But
Do we think he sits out the season? Like,
I don't know. I don't know if he risks that kind of money. We're talking millions. Like that's a lot of bread. He's obviously a millionaire, but
yeah,
like
that's for
you
sure.
don't say
I
no
mean,
to
he's friends with Lil
1 million.
Baby. Lil Baby will just lend him some money. He'll be all right. He'd be like, baby, I need some
Yeah,
money.
he never just turned down. He never just turned down more M's.
No, I mean that's for sure.
Come on now.
But yeah, like Kyrie sat out for a while and was missing out on a lot of money because he was standing on what he believed in. So it's like,
Yeah, I was the fan for that, but no, it is.
it's like
I do like that he did that
does James Harden stand on what he
for
believes in
like
and he doesn't want to be? He says he doesn't want to be in Philly and he's like, fuck you, I'm not playing here. Sits out, but it's like,
team with Joe Murray.
does he
Yeah, no, it'd be interesting. We'll see what happens.
like he says he doesn't want to play for an organization run by that man? So we'll see. It's in his the ball's in his
I don't know.
the ball's in his court now. That's that's all we can say on this.
Yeah.
It's the ball's in his court. It's up to James Harden now. It's you.
I personally, I don't see a trade happening.
They're not gonna trade
I
him.
don't know.
I don't think they're gonna get the pieces that they
I don't see
want.
any at this point.
Yeah, they're not gonna get the
Point,
pieces
I think
they
would have
want.
already got that player.
They would have had to have done it by now, because they're not gonna get the pieces they want, or and especially they would have had to do it before all this bullshit started happening now, because nobody's gonna want James Harden after this.
Oh yeah, no. Now this is like the third strike. Yeah, it is. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, like it's like now it's pretty much like Philly or nothing. Like, I mean, then again, it's like teams want to win, so it's like they think you bring James Harden in.
Houston was like,
Yeah, like Houston said, "Fuck you, we'll just take we want Dylan Brooks instead."
Brooks back. We
They
want Van Vliet.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. The Dylan Brooks money is still wild to me. I think the only reason they gave him that money is because the Brook Lopez shit fell through, and Brook Lopez blindsided them.
They needed to win. Potential, like he could kind of shoot when he's hot. He's hot. Like he can shoot when he can shoot, but when he can't, he's clanking them hoes like fucking no other ends. Man.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But he is definitely a good player. Like
yeah,
he's a menace on defense. You need a guy like that on every team. You need someone who get those those cheap fouls, like Patrick Beverly type of player almost.
Yeah, that's for sure. That like chippy guy that's gonna talk the shit and play defense and whatever and die for the loose balls and shit. Yeah, you need that sometimes.
All that.
Yeah, I don't mind him being. I'm he on the Rockets too, so it's like whatever. It's fine. Like if he was on like the Lakers or some shit, then I'd be like, damn, we really gotta listen. Like you gonna hear about this motherfucker all the time, like some shit like that. Like then again, I don't think the Lakers is kind of a bad team. I don't think you're putting them in the locker room with LeBron.
Worst.
Yeah, I don't know if you're putting him in the locker room with Bron. Bron probably will whoop his ass.
He's a menace. He's a menace on defense, and he potentially is like a decent spot up.
Yeah, you're right.
Depends.
Anyway, we don't got time. I'm tired of talking about this bum. But we'll see what happens with the James Harden situation. I'm curious now because it's like, what's the hell is he gonna do?
Yeah, what's the next move?
If he got balls, he gonna sit out, but I don't think he gonna do that.
I wonder what Embiid will say. I mean, I imagine
that's another
Embiid
thing
too.
Holding back. I was listening to
probably holding back the quote.
I was listening to First Take today, and I think or it was NBA Today or something. They had people on. They were talking about like this is gonna affect Embiid too. Like one,
I would think so for sure.
Now this shit comes out where he's all this all these promises were made to Harden, and then he's being lied to, and then they're not like fulfilling his promises. What's that gonna show to Embiid when like Embiid wants more money, or like Embiid's saying like, oh, we should try to go get these guys, like, oh yeah, we'll try to get them, whatever, and then they just don't do nothing. Like, oh, like we need to build this team to like be able to try to win. Like, oh yeah, we'll go get some people. Like, they just don't listen to him. Like, that's gonna show Embiid like,
I
oh, these
bet
guys probably
probably watching this implosion,
that,
just like
you
laughing.
already know he's in fucking heaven. You saw him watching the damn Sixers game when they were losing in the playoffs. You saw it. He was posting on shit already.
He's probably loving it. It's like,
Yeah, he's in heaven right now because he's not dealing with the Sixers, not dealing with all that bullshit, and he still hasn't stepped on the fucking basketball court. So fuck him. But yeah, I mean, this is gonna screw Embiid so much, and it's gonna screw the Sixers organization entirely. Because I feel like this is just gonna make Embiid want out at the end of the day. I don't know. I don't know right now, but like not right now. I'm not saying, but like,
next like year, he could.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he could see like this team's just fucked now. Like, we thought we had something. We thought we were gonna make it work. We thought we were building this big whatever, and it just didn't work. And now it's time to move on. So
the process needs to go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I think after last season, I think the process is done for. I think that's over. But yeah, I mean, like, you got like Embiid just won the MVP, and then they still didn't do nothing with it. Like, still didn't do nothing. So it's like, I don't know, what more can that man do?
When they played the Celtics, you could just tell they folded hard. I mean, that first game, James Harden like just was hitting his shots, and I knew after that first game, I was like, James Harden's not going to be able to do that again. And
yeah, that's true.
Again.
Part of me feel like they wanted to get Doc fired, so I feel like part of me felt like they kind of threw a little bit just because they wanted to get him fired. Once they kind of realized, like, we're fucked this series, we're not coming back. Like, let's just not show up and really get him fucked. But yeah, I mean, they just didn't show up at all. They played like shit.
Yeah, they backed down. They turned their bellies.
Hey man, I don't know. Tobias Harris over me. They just don't know what they're doing.
I just watched that. I just watched that clip today.
It shows you, man. Philly just still don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I bet even Tobias Harris wants out too. It's like, man, all this bullshit drama.
Bro, they could have had Jimmy Butler, and I guarantee you they would have won a chip. They could have had Jimmy Butler, and I guarantee you they would have won a chip this season, whatever. Give Embiid another season or two. They would have.
It wasn't that fucking miracle by Kawhi. They would have went to overtime, and
bro, they would have probably won a chip that year.
That's what I'm saying. So,
Kawhi Leonard, what a shot!
Yeah, that shot was fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, we'll see what happens with the Sixers, man. I don't like them, so I don't really care. Fuck them. I hope James Harden comes with a fat suit and tries to play every game with a fat suit. That'd be fucking hilarious. Yeah, man, we'll see what happens. But I mean, I don't know. I think that's about it for me. I think we covered everything I wanted to cover. Just checking over my notes quick. Yeah, that's covered everything for this week. I'm sure it's going to be a lot more coming out now that all this Sixers shit's going on. And then obviously we got the World Cup stuff going on too, so we'll talk about that some more.
Yes, sir. Odd number 9 should be as interesting.
Yeah, that's
odd number 8.
For sure. I know there's lots of stuff going on, so we'll get talking about it. I know next time I want to talk about the Canada team, the Canada Fiba team. They got a squad over there. Them and Australia. I want to talk about both of their squads because I saw Australia's team this morning too. So yeah, we'll talk some more Fiba stuff next time. Yeah, Canada's squad's crazy. But yeah, we'll talk some more of the Fiba stuff next time. More to obviously see if James Harden's more news comes out with that stuff. That's about it for me though. I don't know if you got anything else.
Yes, sir. No. But if you're still watching this video, be sure to check out our reaction content coming out. We just put out a video today, or well, it'll be a couple days ago for you guys, but yeah, more stuff on the way.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying.
That's it for me, partner.
Yeah, we got a couple reaction videos coming out too. I got a couple that's coming out this week on our channel. Probably a couple next week coming out. So yeah, stay tuned for that stuff. Make sure you subscribe, put on noti bell. Make sure you don't miss those. Like, comment, do all that good stuff.
$2 on the come up.
Yeah, for sure, y'all guys. Stay tuned, man. We on the come up. Sooner or later, you're gonna be seeing us everywhere. You can't get rid of us. You're gonna remember these faces.
We pop in.
All right. Yeah. That's it for me.
Till the next time.
We'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Peace.